So we've got a problem. It's the chicken coop.
It smells bad. We need to replace the substrate. And the in there is starting to fall apart. Okay. Now, we have the hutch. We got it for actually the cost of the feed store because they were just looking to clear their shelf space. It has one nesting box right here.
Nesting box, okay.
And for cleaning, you're supposed to remove this and it slide out a couple of roof panels. I could probably do most of the cleaning through here, but also there's about about 5-6 inch gap because of where this overhang is. So what I'm thinking I might do is
Scoot it out a little bit? Okay.
scoot it out just enough that I believe that it's these.
To remove the top part?
Yeah, I think it's this that makes this slide out so that you can slide these out. But like I said, I may also just do it all through the nesting box. Just something to drag all of the litter towards me to change it out on a regular basis and once in a while hose it out. I was going to look at making a chicken highway where you just use a 12-inch board or something like that,
Like
and you
a
make
chicken tunnel?
yeah, chicken tunnel. And actually making that to go to the nesting box might be a good practice.
Okay. So we could have them clear out our garden beds?
Yeah, having it so that we have a chicken tunnel, like a walkway going from here to an enclosed garden beds, and just let them at the end of the season just eat anything green that's left there.
Okay. I think that's a good idea. Did you already show what's going on with the chickens? Because what's going on right now is this is a badly decomposing nest that we got,
We got
or chicken coop, I guess. Yeah, we got it for free, and it worked for a year and a half. Yeah, yeah. But it is slowly decomposing, and we need a better solution. And also, it's kind of a pain because you have to climb all the way into the cage in order to get the eggs, which I don't mind doing, but the chickens run out. So, to minimize that, it'd be a little bit easier if we had it there. And plus, that would give them more space and make it easier to clean out the coop, which we really, really need to do.
I'm going to swap out that substrate for something like wood chips or wood bark so that they'll still scratch and bury the poo, so it'll be fine. But I used soil, and that just made mud. It was fine for like the first summer, but it's just accumulated. I'll build their little tunnel thing first, and I will spend a day disassembling this and swapping out the substrate so that they can have a nice clean coop. Actually, I think I'm going to run out to a place that sells the wood chips and stuff in bulk and just get a small load in the back of my pickup because it'll be cheaper than buying it by the bag. Oh, God, that's uncomfortable. What?
Can you let go just briefly? Illustrate that there it is. The chickens could technically leap to freedom right now, but he's making a lot of noise, so they're not.
I'll make a lot more noise if they do. Yeah, looking back, I have a better idea of how I could have done it easier, but this is not like a project that I plan to repeat on a regular basis.
So to summarize, he tried with zip ties, but that just wasn't holding it, so he's got to get his screws.
More like I couldn't reach it in order to get it to anchor. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, that should keep the girls from wandering out. Gonna see if I can find a C-clamp in order to bring those boards together so I can run a screw through them, because at the angle I'm doing it at, little differences, the twists of wood and everything like that, it's just making it gaps. It's making it really hard to run a screw together, considering I have to essentially be doing it like this. I don't even know what project I might have bought this for. I got the first one. Now I'll get the second one. Don't think I need these anymore. It's just in the way. It's a really uncomfortable position to hold my arm. I have no way to brace efficiently. It's working, but it hurts.
So now you're just closing the gap?
Yep, closing the harder cloth.
Technically, the chickens have room now, have access now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put some straw in.
Yeah, I'll put some wood shavings in. Thinking about moving to straw for the substrate, but I haven't decided yet.
Oh, we have straw, so.
Yeah, but I figure if I use the wood chips or the wood sawdust, then I use up the sawdust.
That's good.
Yep, it's done. I'll toss some wood shavings in here. I'll zhuzh the.
So, did you get chicken poop on you?
I don't know if that's chicken poop or if that's. I don't think it was my lunch.
What'd you have for lunch?
Actually, it would have been breakfast.
Did you have egg?
Yeah, I did have eggs.
Okay, well then it's egg.
Whatever. Oh, cool. My next order of business is to
get them to even come in here.
well, next thing I'm going to do is demolish the old hutch that's inside the coop. It's falling apart, so I may take a sledgehammer, give it a few technical taps to break it into pieces.
This disgusting thing right here.
Yeah.
Which is...
We got it free from a friend, but I think part of the problem is if your chickens are able to sit on top of it constantly, just their feces erodes it faster. But also I had to like cut off the front of it in order to fit it in here. Gonna evict one of them.
She laying an egg?
No, I think she was trying to incubate.
Do not forget I left him there.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to start just tearing things apart. Handing them to you to put out of the way. Let's see. Ow.
Tearing up the nest box in breeding session. A little harsh.
I'll have a brand new condo right over here.
So I'm trying to film this and also take all of this extra stuff, and it's not working very well. But tossing it right there seems to be doing okay. Can we do it that way?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mostly want you to be able to watch the door so I don't have to close it tight. So yeah, you can see this was not doing well.
Yeah, no, it was not. It was not doing well at all.
But still, big thanks to
And it's
friend.
impossible to clean during the rainy season. I'm going to back up so that I don't get a face full of poo. In the new cage, it's got sawdust on the bottom that we can sweep out and then put more sawdust on. We can sweep that out, right?
Yeah.
Does it have a scoop on the bottom thing? Does it have a bottom thing?
No, I have a scoop. Let's see.
You might want to just pick them up and put them in there so that they can go in there and so that they feel safe because you're not like...
Yeah.
They're
I'll
not
just
going to go back.
finish parting it out.
Okay. Oh, poor chickens. No, if you went in the new place, we'd be fine.
What the hell are you doing in my house?
Watch out, because they're trying to get under it.
I see.
Wait, hold on. So we're definitely going to clean out that coop because it's gross. But the new setup, the little chicken tunnel. It's not poo. Here's the substrate.
I think I will actually get this done in another 2, maybe 3 buckets. Then I will use the hose to blast off all these cinder blocks so they're not so poo covered.
The problem is that these little girls.
Love to spread stuff around.
A chicken's natural instinct is to spread things. So it's harder to make a pile of the disgusting stuff.
Going to leave the bricks in here. I'm just going to blast them out off so that they're not poo covered. Yeah, and the girls have spread it out. I pretty much piled it up right there, and the girls are spreading it out, so I don't have to pull it to the back of the cage. Still a little bit left over.
Are you gonna use that in the garden, or are you gonna
I have a place or two that I could put it. I could drop it in there, and they'll after they spread it out a little bit more.
Okay.
Mostly it was raining. Done.
With that.
And it smells so clean.
Yeah, and it smells so much better in here. Let's see how long this keeps straight.
This worked out great. I just ditched or dumped all of the wood chips in the front, and the girls spread it out fairly evenly. In the next couple days, we'll probably have, well, it's never going to be flat because they're constantly scratching at it, but the wood chips are spread throughout all of this. There's just a little bit of ground over there that they'll eventually cover, or I'll go in there and I'll rake it. But I mean, already they seem to love it, and it smells so much better.
Plus, it's easier to get eggs.
Yeah. We now have external access to the nesting box to get eggs. I think the only thing I have left is when I had all of the substrate out, I noticed that there was standing water on the corner over here.
Yeah, that corner right there.
So what I might do is figure out some sort of wedge that I can just kind of hammer down under that to lift up the corner slightly so that it has room to drain. I'm not too worried about it because I think it drains eventually, and I think it was a bigger problem with the old substrate because it was like mud and it was sealing it. But either I could dig a hole, or like I said, I'll figure out some sort of wedge that I can put under that.
I would think a drill, like just drilling a hole.
It would be hard to get down because I would want it down as far as I could towards the bottom. Another thing might be to just see if I can actually open up right here. And it might be that it drains fine over time, is just raining, and so there's a constant water source gathering.
So all dozen of our viewers here.
Thanks, both of you. Thanks,
But
sis.
we do have some viewers, so what would you propose? Drilling a hole, putting a wedge in there, some
Yeah.
other solution?
Just so that it can, because this is on a cement pad, and we just need to raise that slightly so that water can drain out. I'm also thinking that with these wood chips, probably any moisture that was there just soaked up.
Yeah, what we could actually genuinely use your help here to figure out what to do here to get a little bit better drainage.
Yeah.